Okay, right in front of us here, we have a lovely, what looks like a female.
Right here.
Yes, and the reason I'm saying she's probably a female is because she's darker brown in color, whereas the males are brighter red. The reason for that is that there's two reasons. She, first of all, puts her pigmentation into the eggs, which are orangey red. And the second reason is the food that they eat is plankton, which turns their flesh red underneath the scales, which are absorbed earlier on.
We're down here on the shores of the Mission Creek spawning channel, watching the dance of nature play itself out in front of us. The Kokanee salmon have returned to spawn once again in the streams, and I'm with Joanne Beaulieu, a fish interpreter here at Mission Creek Park.
Right.
So we're kind of at the peak of the salmon run right now?
It's probably reaching its peak now, yes. And what determines when the fish come into the streams is the temperature of the water. So if we've had many hot days in a row in the fall, they will wait in the lake until the temperature changes. And once it cools off from either rainfall or just cooler temperatures in the air, then they will start coming up the creek.
It's something very exciting and wonderful to see. Do you still get a thrill from coming down and watching?
Every year. I just can't wait to get out here and talk to the school kids. It's my very favorite time of year.
And people just seem to come down here. You see them on the bridges and stuff, just watching this go on. It's great to have this resource so close to town and be set up so well. It
is. It's an incredible phenomenon that happens every year, and I don't think it ever ceases to be exciting.
So people are welcome to come down and watch, but there's some things that you should be aware of if you're coming to watch the salmon spawning, right? Absolutely.
First of all, to do with the salmon, you don't want to be throwing things in the creek, you don't want to be going into the creek, and we ask people to keep their dogs on the leash as we do all year round.
People should be aware, keep alert for bears.
Yes, make noise, talk in a normal voice, and usually when we're with a large group of school children, we ask them to stay in a tight group. We're always accompanied by teachers and parents. Right. Which are also made aware of the safety issues.
It's all part of the amazing cycle of life. We're going to just sit here and be quiet and watch what's going on for a while. We'll be back with more right after this. Let's head on down to the creek, ladies. Can we make our way through here? We got to be... So we got the A team here. We got Abby, Adie, and Amelie, and we're sneaking up on the Kokanee. What do you think, Abby? Whoa! We gotta act like we're not bears, because that'll freak them out.
Oh, we see one.
There it goes. Now, which one is that? Is that a
that's
male?
That's a male, yeah.
That's a male, yeah.
And then the female.
Oh yeah. There's a whole group of them. See, if we're quiet like this, they start to come back.
There's one that has an infection. The one with spots on it has an infection.
They don't last too long once they come up the creek, do they?
No.
We're with Jordan and Tiana, a couple of Kokanee experts, right?
I'm not sure.
So you've been studying them a little bit in school?
Yes.
So what can you tell me about the Kokanee that we're seeing right here? What are they up to?
Spawning and having their eggs and having babies.
Jen, have you ever come and watched the Kokanee before?
No.
This is your first time seeing them?
Yes.
What do you think, seeing them swimming around in the creek here?
Fun.
Do you know the difference between the males and the females, the boys and the girls?
No.
Do you know the difference?
Yes.
Can you tell me?
Well, the males are orange when the females are orange and green, and the males have like a hooked mouth, and the females are like round and...
The males are really bright red, and the females are darker.
What have you learned about salmon that you can share with us, the Kokanee?
They go up the stream, they lay their eggs, and then they make a hole with their tail, and then they cover it back up, and then they swim back up, and then they die.
Sally and Sam, what does Sally and Sam get up to? Well, that's it for us today from the Spawning Channel in Mission Creek. Learned all kinds of great things about Kokanee, and we'd like to thank the staff here at the Eco Center and all the kids that helped me learn stuff as well. Well, that's it for us. See you next time on... Go!